Alrighty guys, today you're going to be completing the macromolecule review. I did this as a Google Doc assignment, so you're probably going to have a button up here that says allowed to connect to your Google Drive. Just make sure you follow that prompt. If not, you may have already connected it to your Google Drive in another class. So once you get the document open, it will look like this. It's going to say part 1, and there is a little reading right here. If you notice below it, there are 4 questions. Now throughout this little assignment, you will see there are various questions and there's readings. I have colored all of the questions in this reddish color so that you know to differentiate them from the reading. These 4 questions here will be answered in this paragraph up here above it. So you have your questions, the answers are directly above it, and they do go right in order. So let's look at our first question here. It says, name the 4 main elements that make up 95% of an organism. So if I come up here, I'm going to start at the beginning of my reading. That's where you should always start. Most common elements in living things are carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. These 4 elements constitute about 95% of your body weight. So right there in bold are my 4 answers. So I'll come down here. You can change your color either back to black or anything else, but please pick something dark. Don't type it in yellow because I'm not going to be able to see that. And I'm going to hit carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. And I'll come on down to the next one. Name the 4 types of bonds carbon can form. So if I keep on reading, see, all compounds can be classified in 2 broad categories, organic and inorganic. Organic compounds are made primarily of carbon. Carbon has 4 outer electrons and can form 4 bonds. So we're getting there. Carbon can form single bonds. Carbon can also form double, triple, or quadruple bonds. So there would be my answer. If you are noticing here, the answers are also bolded. Not every single bold word is an answer, but it looks like the answers you're looking for are probably going to be bolded words. I'm not going to go through and answer all these questions for you, but I'll help you out with the next 2 as well. So number 3, what are macromolecules? Each small organic molecule can be a unit of a large organic molecule called a macromolecule. There are 4 classes: polysaccharides or carbohydrates, triglycerides or lipids, polypeptides or proteins, and nucleic acids such as DNA and RNA. So it gives you an example of each one of those macromolecules. Make sure you are just using the bold words. For example, carbohydrates would be your first answer there. The next one is a lipid. A triglyceride is a type. Polypeptides or proteins. And the last one there is nucleic acids. DNA and RNA are examples of that. Name the 4, Name the 4 classes. That's actually going to be the last one there. That's the 4 classes or the 4 types. What are macromolecules? It's a large organic molecule. The large organic molecule is going to be macromolecules. That's it for those 4 questions. So if you scroll on down, there's your next set. And this group of questions here is going to go right along with the reading directly above it. You should not need to go up above to the first one. It should all be directly above. And again, look for those bold words to help you out. So you'll be answering questions 5 through 9 using that reading. The next one is going to be about proteins and enzymes. So you're answering questions 10 through 16, starting with the word proteins. Then you have some questions on lipids. 17 through 28 is going to be revolving around this small reading here. And the last one is on nucleic acids. So questions 29 through 34 you'll find in this paragraph right up here. You really shouldn't need to Google any of these answers. As long as you are reading through it, you will find them. It's almost word for word. Make sure you submit that assignment once you are done. and I will talk to you later.